Welcome back, everybody, to this wonderful best of 3 as we get ourselves into game number 2, Lacoste. We've just packed our bellies. We've got to eat. Casters do eat and drink as well. We had, a couple of minutes break there, and we just slammed some food. It's good.
Some Balkan food.
Some Balkan food. I saw on the delivery places Balkan Grill, and I was like, hey, Lacoste.
Not bad.
It was okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. We'll move in, shall we?
We shall.
Very good.
So,
Very good, old chap. What?
No IO. If you don't want to first pick IO, you need to ban it out. That's how the good hero is. They were just waiting with the last ban, but they want to leave it or not. Probably you don't want to give it to the team like EG.
IO is such a silly hero. Getting that movement speed from Tether is quite an interesting change, but maybe a little too strong.
Maybe a little too interesting.
A little too interesting. Yes. Especially when you add in the fact you can tether BKB targets now as well. That was a big quality of life improvement for the IO. But yeah, quickly through the draft, what we've got: Chen, Night Stalker, Axe Clockwork, Phantom Lancer, Death Prophet, Beastmaster, IO, Dragonite, and Lycan Band out as evil geniuses start with a Doom Gyro, Team Spirit with the Leshrac Shadow Demon. So Team Spirit. This could be a support duo. This could be a mid Leshrac. They've got some options there. Evil Geniuses, it feels like they're showing their lanes a little earlier, but I don't think there's anything in particular you can do to like screw up a Doom or a Gyro because they're so solid in their lanes.
Yeah, that's correct. The Gyro feels like you can't shut him down. They need something that gets on top of the Gyro. That's what the Gyro does not like. Also, Lash and Shadow Demon. This could be dual support again from Team Spirit. Or they might run Lashrac as a core. I think someone said during MDL Changsha group stage that the support Lash had around 11% win rate.
Oh boy. That's pretty freaking low.
Yes. So who played it today? Team Spirit, right?
It was VP Roger.
All right. So at least they increased the win percentage.
It went up a little bit. But yeah, I think honestly the two players that I see maybe not win with it, but at least succeed in what the hero's meant to do are Lil and Roger. I feel like they are the two, if not the best, two of the better POS 4 Leshracs.
You're just CIS biased. That's it.
I mean, who else is there? Name some. Who plays a good POS 4 Lesh?
FY.
FY?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. That's another one.
5 seconds remaining.
And the list ends there. Witch Doctor for Evil Geniuses. So swinging the Doom into that guaranteed core role, likely the offlaner, as Team Spirit respond back with a Wind Ranger. This is quite interesting, honestly. This almost certainly guarantees, in my mind anyway, the Leshrac core. They do still have options, obviously, as Dota drafts go. But Slardar, Shadow Demon, Wind Ranger, they've got a lot of stuns, but I'm looking at this physical damage with Soul Catcher and Leshrac together.
10 seconds remaining.
It's some spooky stuff.
Add Slardar ulti on top of that, plus a Wind Ranger. Considering it's Slardar core, it might be a Wind Ranger core as well, because she scales so much better with her ulti. You can just take down anyone. But they played the Wind Ranger as position 4 in the previous series. Biver played it. They were dual laning. But also Shadow Demon Slardar is a good setup if you want to run that dual lane. In the last game, he maxed the Soul Catcher, which maximizes the damage output.
That is the scariest thing, right? It's not just the hero versatility, but the player versatility as well. The fact that they have run a bit of a Wind Ranger, and the fact that G, historically, I think Wind Ranger is probably one of his top 5 heroes, along with kind of Tinker, Storm, and Invoker. It's spooky. It really is quite a scary hero to face up against. I think Shadow Demon Slardar as a support duo would be good. But then Shadow Demon Wind Ranger as dual lane supports on opposite side of the maps could prove to be vital.
Although it's definitely a core Slardar.
Guaranteed?
Yes. Otherwise you have... Yes, I think it is.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right.
So a
Because
lot.
there's no hero that you would want to support as Slardar, right?
Yeah, because you can't really support anything unless you run a wind range. Nah, it just
Aggro
doesn't
try
sound.
doesn't
nah,
sound
nah.
good. No, no. That's what I was kind of thinking, but now you say it out loud, I realize it doesn't really feel that good. Well, there's a Slark ban. Respect towards Illidan. Again, the Kunkka ban, as Luna will be the final hero picked up. Even more versatile damage, physical and magic, coming through skills and items as Luna progresses. What do EG do? Like, EG are in this spot again, where they need that final pick to do everything.
Yes, and it didn't really work great in the previous series when they last picked the Viper. Viper. People always talk to me about the Viper, that I pronounce it with the W. I don't know why. It just feels like Viper. It's Viper, right? Like fast.
Viper.
Yes.
Choose your hero.
So this is a good way to deal with the Shadow Demon and the Luna combo.
Kill illusions.
Yes, you might
Very
even go
nice.
for Aghanim Scepter this game. We'll see. So FNG and Viper, Lash, Shadow Demon, which means two of those are support. G on a Wind Ranger, and DK Phobo is going to play a Slardar, as we assumed. We combined our forces to assume correctly.
Captain Dota.
I love this Tusks cosmetic. It's so good.
I keep so every time I see it,
Asterix.
yeah, that to begin with. But I see it and I'm like, I want that, and then I forget about it, and then I realize, oh yeah, I wanted that Tusk set. Where is it? Go check the Dota Plus, shard stuff. And I realize it's like 70,000 shards, and I think, I'll start saving up. And then 2 days later, I've spent all my shards on relics, and I'm like, I'm never going to get this Tusk set. I'm never going to get it.
I think it's one of my favorite Dota sets in general. It feels so good.
It is probably one of the best kind of overall, well done,
Yes.
thematically aesthetic sets. And here we go, game 2. Team Spirit 1-0 up against EG. Elimination map, remember. One win away from sending EG back home to the dumpster fire, as Biver, DK Phobos, FNG, and Illidan smoking up down towards bottom lane. And G in the mid has an observer ward all alone.
As you suggested, if EG loses this one, they're out of ESL Birmingham.
They're done so.
And it means they're gonna get 0 points.
They do have the Super Major, though.
Super Major is coming, but they don't want to rely on that. I don't think they're gonna be happy about it.
No, I mean, they're
Definitely not.
absolutely. I mean, they'd obviously much rather, prefer like a third place here and maybe, 2 third places or something.
Oh,
like.
misery. They're gonna find him.
Oh, he's super dead. He is mega dead.
That's a 5-man rotation.
He is hyper dead. He throws a cask to delay the inevitable, but it will be G securing the money into the pockets of the Wind Ranger, and that's already a salve and a circlet coming out to G. And double bounty runes secured in this bottom southeast part of the map. It does open things up for EG to grab the northwestern ones, but a quick and easy first blood there, nicely done by Team Spirit.
This game could be over really quickly, or it could last for 60+ minutes.
Nothing in between?
Nah, but quickly, I mean 20, 25. That's
Okay.
quickly.
So the snowball could be real.
Yes.
How are these lanes setting up? Tusk and Doom up at top. Doom, of course, one of the greatest harassing offlaners in the meta right now. With that Scorched Earth and Infernal Blade. But Crit just going to go for the block there and leave him alone, so they're not going to apply pressure as a dual lane, but rather keep RTZ happy and make sure that the Gyro gets that lane security in the first couple of minutes. The trouble is, this Biver Leshrac...
He got scouted.
Already a nuisance in this lane. Doesn't get caught by the shards though, so backing up nicely.
Sumail with 0 armor on top is gonna get harassed a lot. Once Shadow Demon gets level 2, with the Soul Catcher and the Lucid Beam, plus illusions around, they can deal a ton of the damage to him. Depends which creep is he gonna get. They blocked the spawn, so he's not gonna be able to get the creep on the side
We just look at Illidan's health, though. Like, one Infernal Blade. And where is my HP gone? Crazy stuff. So that lane's going to be bolstered there for EG by Crit maneuvering himself up towards top. Mid lane Fear against G. 7 and 3 against the 5 and 2. And G having a much better time as now the double Null Talisman arrives. And Fear relying very heavily on this Mystic Snake to secure himself CS. But FNG top lane has been caught here. And the trouble is they're still sitting at level 1 on the Tusk, so no snowball and no follow-through, more importantly. As Illidan is babysat by the Shadow Demon.
So Tusk TP'd bottom, tried to go for a gank, which most of the Tusk does, especially when they get level 2. They stay with the offlaner until they get to level 2, TP back to the safe lane, and then get the ganks going and pick up the runes at 2-minute mark. But this time it did not succeed because they had a ward, and now it got de-warded. So he ran back from the bottom lane to the top lane, which means that he just got level 2. Alright.
And now he's kind of stuck in the top lane. Doesn't have a TP scroll on him. Trying to find out where FNG is. Misery dying down towards bottom lane. Arteezy's got to sprint himself away from danger as well. And Sumail grabs himself an Alpha Wolf, believe it or not. Not going to go for the Satyr, but instead, Alpha Wolf damage coming his way.
That's not the creep you want to have early on. The best creep you can get is Satyr or the Red Bear.
I was just wondering, like, why is he taking that? And then, obviously, you know...
Has no choice.
He has no choice. You mentioned the blocked camp. He's got a camp here, which is dog. You know, we don't want to steal anything from there. Maybe, honestly, this Alpha Wolf is going to pay off for them, though. The damage is enough, and Illidan drops. Disruption not quite fast enough there from FNG to save the day.
The Wolf is not bad, though, because if you get a couple of crits, it's good. But you're relying on luck. Plus, you also have these enchanted mangoes that you want to use on Hadouken or just a clap.
Yeah. It does push this wave as well. Bottom lane. Continual aggression from this Leshrac and Slardar. Misery and Arteezy struggling a little bit. Slardar's getting a decent amount of farm. Misery looking for any kind of play he can make. And they know Leshrac has backed off to the northwest. Things will slow down in that lane at the very least for now, but they've got this Shadow Demon TPing back home, leaving the Luna all alone. Sumail might think about going for a play here with a Tusk, and Crit does return to the top lane. And they know that the Shadow Demon is not here. He's away. A double damage rune for Fear arrives, and this mid lane is about to get a little easier for him, as he's caught up nicely in CS. Last hits anyway, but denies, definitely straggling us down towards bottom again. Misery has been found. One more tap, but the salve is there, and Misery stays barely alive.
I'm not sure that's worth it. If you think about it, if he died there, he would feed away gold, but he needs to run back to the base, heal up, which is going to take 7-8 seconds to heal him up fully. Buy a TP, he used the flask, and he needs to come back to the lane.
So it's 160 gold from Salve and TP. Hang on, top lane. Illidan, yeah, he's fine. FNG should be okay here as well with a Lucent Beam to slow things down on top. Yeah, well, Infernal Blade. That's an ability. Absolutely slaying the Shadow Demon, and are they thinking about going for more? Illidan is being pinged out. And Sumail and Crit just going to hold out for now.
Runes just spawned. Biver picking up 2. Crit is going to pick up 2 as well. The problem for G on the mid lane is he has no mana whatsoever. He's being hit by those snakes and they can't kill. Even if they rotate someone, they can't get a kill. Now he brought Raindrop and Enchanted Mango, which is gonna give him, let's say, ability to use the power shot. Or at least Wind Run if someone rotates on him. Top lane.
They're going in again. Oh, dearie me. Illidan absolutely screwed up in this top lane. Misery makes a good move. Instead of returning bottom lane, he heads up towards top. And I was watching earlier, you know, we were talking about the Witch Doctor walking back to base, TPing out, spending 160 gold on consumables, and that's, you know, without missing out on CS and babysitting the gyro. But Arteezy pulled a wave on his own and is now able to potentially 1v1 this Slardar, as Leshrac has been forced up towards top to make part of this defensive tri-lane around Illidan. I don't feel like this is something you want to do, though. Illidan's level 4. FNG's level 3 just cracks level 4, but these level 6s, they're so far away, they need kills, and Biver isn't close enough. Maybe here with that Lightning Storm, they will land the Split Earth and the damage is dealt. Sumail drops. That's a close one though. Biver was quite far away.
Yeah, they have a lot of damage output with these 3 heroes. They just need to stick together. That's it. The problem is G, again, has no mana. So Fear is going to get a lot from his lane. 30, a lot of CS denies on G though. But still, Fear doing a good job considering that G had First Blood.
Yeah. And what's the level disparity between these two? It's one full level.
Yes.
Between 6 and 7. So it's not that bad. And Fear with the raindrops doesn't really care about power shot damage as they get the disruption Split Earth onto Crit. Follow through onto FNG though with some very tasty shards. Crit traps him in and Sumail takes him out. And not in a nice fancy restaurant kind of way. More like the sniper shot to the back of the head. As Doom with the big hits and crits, that Infernal Blade Alpha Wolf is honestly paying off massively for them.
Yeah, look at the wards coming out from Team Spirit. They have one on the side so he can get the better creep, even though this one is working really well, and one on the lane so they can have a vision.
Oh, bit of a cask into Snowball. A quick Lightning Storm back and Crit is in trouble. DK Phobos rotates in and Leshrac somehow stays alive through it all. Sumail will take the long route back towards safety and home. And this is an interesting smoke. Team Spirit want to try and capitalize, exploit, make sure that Sumail pays and pays with his life. DK Phobos, I don't know what he did there, but I'm not sure it matters. Maybe it does with the Snowball coming in there in the Roche pit and Biver's going to drop. Roshan denies him and down he goes with the crushes there onto 3 this time. But Fear in the middle of all of these Team Spirit heroes while Sumail does finally die. It's a 1-for-1. And G, Maledicted down, might fall. No, never mind. The damage is nowhere near enough. Should be able to turn and fight with the help of the Luna coming in with a big Eclipse. Fear has a TP scroll. Nothing to cancel. Oh, there's a crush ready. He has mana for it as well. I don't know if they've got too much else, but a call down from Arteezy arriving very late. And I don't know if he gets any kills. He's going to get turned around on here by Biver. Crit is ready and waiting. FNG will fall. This is an absolute clusterfuck of a fight. I don't know what's going on.
This is just one casualty. Actually 2. G and FNG died, but they cleared 3 or 4 heroes from EG, which is really good. I'm not sure about that Slaughter stun though. Probably mistimed. He even used the sprint. Oof.
I think he just accidentally pressed a button.
But it ended up well, considering how did that gang goes. We're cool.
Yeah, it's a very nice smoke from FNG. I mean, that kind of snap call, that kind of decision making where it's like, guys, we're here, we're ready, we have a smoke, let's cut them off and catch them. It was very, very speedy from Team Spirit and FNG in particular, as DK Phobos top does take the brunt of the damage from the Doom and the Witch Doctor. As the bottom stack, a Luna and Shadow Demon going to work. Arteezy does not want to give away this stack, and Illidan might just pay for his insolence. Caught, potentially killed here with the rocket barrage damage being enough. And Luna will take a tumble.
They don't have any stacks for Luna to recover because the lanes were 2-1-2. After that, Leshrac TP top to help the lane means that there's no stack, so she can't really recover that easily. Only level 6. Bounty runes coming up, and tomes as well. Shadow Demon's gonna buy 1. He's gonna be more than level 6. Lesh doesn't need that much levels. They rely on Demonic Purge and Soul Catcher damage.
I rely on little kills like that as well.
They're outnumbering EG, but EG is doing a good job. Just splitting the map, they always have one hero. These kills don't matter that much because you don't get too much gold from it. What is G sitting at?
They got like 290, 300 experience. Yes, you're absolutely right, not much at all. G, he's aiming towards the Javelin after double null phase, so I guess Maelstrom on the cards here for him.
They want to use the Doom, and they want to kill Luna again. That's their primarily target.
Well, Luna has no TP. Well, that's incorrect. Luna has a TP,
but it's on cooldown.
And she will get dived under the tower here, and that should be the end of Illidan. quite a lot of damage, but the
Nice.
destruction, FNG has come in. That is beautiful stuff. Team Spirit, they turn this one around. Crit might drop as well, but the Demonic Purge going. He will fall. Tower damage enough, and Sumail dooms the Slardar to make sure he doesn't get crushed. FNG, 10 seconds for a disruption. Sumail,
what a play.
unfortunately, is going to get taken down. Illidan survives on about 50 HP, gets kills, and Team Spirit roaring away.
One more tickle. What? He would live there.
Tip him, tip him. Phobos, tip FNG right now.
Was
Oh.
that the last tick?
That was Doom had ended as the projectile was in the air, and Doom ended.
Oh,
That's
doesn't
tragic.
matter. Mistimed. Still, it happens.
It's a deny.
Great. It's a deny. Still a great save from FNG.
Absolutely.
Maybe if he bought... Never mind. He didn't buy any items.
It all works out in the end.
Also, that play. He used the Eclipse, and then he uses the Disruption on him.
Yeah, so he can't get
Eclipse
touched.
still running.
While he's doing 1 million damage. Arteezy is going to be pretty pissed off at that. Coming in for these fights. His farm is being delayed. He's still sitting at 4,600 net worth, but he has had the most time on the map to kind of sit in a safe lane, farm jungle, and clear stacks. I just don't know if it's going to be enough here. Medusa's had a pretty quiet one, though. You've got to say this is much more slow and methodical from EG in terms of their core hero play. Their supports and their offlaner have been running around rampant, causing havoc, but
mid
they've
lane.
moved in onto mid. Medusa, it's been slow and methodical until now, and this is going to be a big kill with that Soul Catcher. Level 4, Focus Fire and level 1 Shackle Shot. I mean, that is destructive terms of damage from Team Spirit.
Yeah, imagine the damage once Slaughter gets Amplify on someone and Wind Ranger uses her ulti. They can just blow up anyone. They also have a really good Roche potential. They're gonna pressure the mid lane. Doom's still on cooldown for the next 30 seconds, so it means the Wind Ranger is really hard to kill unless they use Tusk Snowball. Also, Walrus Punch cannot miss, so you can always use it through the Wind Run.
It's always very nice to have Team Spirit. They're all gathered down in the bottom lane looking for a tier 1 push, it looks like. There's no one in this dire jungle here as EG think potentially there's someone lurking around. There's a little stack there going for them. No real creeps that Doom particularly wants to grab, so let's grab the Centaur regardless.
Luna. Okay, she skipped 1 point in Lucent Beam because Moonglaves is one of the weirdest scaling spells in the game. You have from 3 to 6 in one level. I'm not sure how that works. It was 5 at 1 point, but she just wanna keep farming, that's why.
G in all sorts of bother. And finally, the EG rotation is going to pay off, wrapping all the way around, finding that kill on the Wind Ranger. In the meantime, Ancients being stacked here. Luna continues farming with Mask of Madness, like you're saying. It's a nice little Moonglaves there. Starting to pay off. But it feels like EG are going to be 5-manning from here on out. Group up, push, try and take these team fights with the Doom, with the call down as often as you can.
They're wasting a lot of time while they were manning up. They got the kill on the Wind Ranger. 5 heroes rotation for that, not really worth it. Pretty even game so far, less than 1k net worth advantage on side of EG. They need Slardar to get his blink there. They might go on Arteezy.
It looks like they will indeed. And there we have it, Soul Catcher. The damage from the crush, but a snowball turn with a call down, flat cannon, shackle shot lands with the amp damage as well, and Arteezy's gone! Crit is going to get taken out as well, it looks like, as he tries to sprint away, but that shadow poison with the power shot, long range, don't care about pathing, straight over the trees and into the knees of Slardar. Tusk even.
In the next couple of minutes, they're going to get 2 good items. Wind Ranger is going to get Maelstrom, and Slardar is going to get his blink. He's 700 gold away. They just smoked. They want to get another kill. That's a good setup. Shadow Demon into Slardar ulti. Medusa is kind of underfarmed at this point.
What are we looking at? Mask of Madness, Aquila, Wraithband. I guess this is the period where Fear shoves out waves, farms jungle, while Arteezy tries to go and team fight. That's how it feels anyway. Like the Gyro should be the team fight hero, and Medusa should be that farming hero, looking to split the map a little bit.
FNG always a boss against the enemy wards. Has 4 sentry wards, so he want to get rid of the vision. Misery is gonna get scouted. Oh man, the range on Demonic Purge.
Doesn't land the crush, but it doesn't matter. A dead Witch Doctor is dead. I really like this Shadow Demon.
Suddenly, Shadow Demon feels so good, huh?
I really like this Shadow Demon. Game 1, I was like, that's pretty cool. Maybe it's just, you know, a one-time thing. But now, a Max Soul Catcher. FNG is okay, always in the right place at the right time.
Yes.
And he has these amazing players that know how to stun after disruption, except just then when DK Focus didn't. But usually, and it just brings so much to the table. The save power, the aggressive nature of it, everything. The Doom down onto the Slardar will take him out, but he does buy the Blink Dagger before he dies.
Money well spent, plus 3 more TPs. He just wanted to spend everything. That's me when I go to the, let's say, store that sells good clothes. Just spend all the money.
Damn right. RTZ just throwing spells into creep waves at this point. Try and keep Team Spirit on their side of the map and make sure that the CIS squad isn't running over towards the Radiant side. And you see these deep dire observer boards. They would love to be playing around these areas, and they're signaling and scribbling on spots on the map where they do need vision as well. You know, over in this area for the tier 1 take, especially up on this high ground to watch the movement path between Ancients, farm, and the lane in the mid as well would be a good spot. Instead, he actually blocks. Oh, that's not. I like that as well. He blocks the Ancients, spots the Ancients, and it's a Roshan scouting ward for the next few minutes. In fact, Team Spirit are going to go in. This is dangerous, I feel like, but you were mentioning with the amp damage and the focus fire, they do have
what
the
a
damage,
block.
But the shards block. EG, they're ready. They don't have the cooldown. They do in a second, and it's ready now. Arteezy wants to go in. G bashed by Roche. Slardar hit by the homing missile, and Roshan not anywhere near dead. Team Spirit have to fall back. FNG, Maledict, Demonic Purge, dead he is, and Slardar will follow immediately after with a good crush turnaround. Deathward there with the Eclipse from high ground. Sumail nearly blows up, but he will survive, falling back and away. They've killed off DK Phobos, and Biver might fall the same way. I think that's him gone with a flat cannon, and the damage from the Medusa, not quite enough. Another urn charge, maybe. Hadouken won't land, and Biver, Charlotte will catch. Crit with a nice little play will save the day. But Team Spirit, please, Lacoste, why go into Roshan there?
I don't know. You didn't take a fight. They need to take a fight before it doesn't go down that quickly. And he blocked the entrance to the Roche pit, then another block here, so they couldn't fight the way they wanted. That's always the thing when you fight against the Tusk. I mean, they have Tusk, they have Gyro's ulti. They have a sigil. Okay, they don't have a sigil because he's level 10, sorry. But it's hard to fight into the Roche pit like that. It's only level 1 Slardar ulti.
Yeah, it sure is. Like, honestly, even one pick-off, you know, you kill the Doom or you kill the Doom, just one kill on a core hero, I think, and then Team Spirit have the freedom to go into the Roshan and pull off something like that. Unfortunately, it's them that are being picked apart and picked up and picked off. FNG, Shards and Snowball there as he saves himself with a disruption, dodging everything but the homing missile. And they don't know which one's the correct one. Focusing wrong, and now the shackle shot will take down Crit, Blink Crush. DK Phobos in, ready to fight. The power shot is there, but the damage not quite enough to take down RTZ. So EG hold the line and keep themselves alive. And slow things down just a little bit. DK Phobos should have Blink in 3 seconds from now.
G wants to snipe him.
It looks like he's going to go for the power shot play, but where is he coming from? Where is he going to? Sumail. Corrosive Haze. He's out of there.
There's still 2 runes on the bottom to pick up. G picked up the Arcane rune. He's going to be the one picking those runes on the bottom. They need a defensive item on Luna. I don't think this could be a good Manta-style game because they have so much against the Manta. He needs a BKB. He's going to save him up.
Again, FNG is just there. He knows He knows. Oh, Illidan is pushing a lane on his own. He's gonna try and feed, but the Doom comes in onto G. That's not gonna be enough to tick him over. They need to chase it forward with the shards there, not quite blocking in, but the Hadouken deny. FNG got it this time. Well played, but Team Spirit still a little scary. The fact that you are the ones being run back and not running forward, and with Misery catching here, DK Phobos saved by FNG again. Shards blocking Sumail in, and not the Slardar, unfortunately for them. But in the meantime, Fierce Medusa has been doing a lot of good work, pushing out that tier 2 in the mid lane.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Fierce Medusa. That's a full pike finished on him, level 16. Once he gets to level 20, that's 700 mana. They're gonna have to ignore the Medusa in fights and go for the other heroes. Or, if they can somehow get the disruption of Medusa and get the split shot.
Somehow. Some way, somehow. This disruption has to be used on Illidan like every fight, it feels like. He's always putting himself into positions where he's either farming over-aggressively, or he's being dived super hard by the opponents. You know, the Blink Doom, the catch of this Tusk, as well as Witch Doctor. They're all very difficult heroes to evade. Illidan is going to go for that Manta style, it looks like. He's picked up the Yasha.
They want to catch her easy.
Can they do it, though? The cooldown is going to be there, and DK Phobos, afraid of his life, and being lost, will fall back. They're going for more in the back end, though. Disruption. FNG's caught someone. It's going to be Sumail. Demonic Purge is going to try and slow him down, but the retreat with the rest of EG bodyguarding the Doom all the way back to Shrine. And he will be just fine. Oh, Biver. Fear. Hurricane Pike on cooldown. He's gone in. He's dived.
Dead. Once he loses all of his mana, he's just dead. I mean, Wind Ranger is doing a good job just ulting that Medusa. Blows away her mana pool.
Is this a Diffusal Blade game?
You got me there, Gary.
I mean, it used to be a thing. It was a thing for a long time. Until
Yeah, he needs the Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah.
Definitely. Has a Blink Dagger. That's a pick-off on Misery. Shackle connects.
Sumail as well, and here comes the big eclipse. Crit's gonna fall. Arteezy and Fear, the buyback. Double, in fact. Fear and Crit return to the fight. They'll take down FNG, and from the low to high ground, Biver will follow immediately after. And G, Blink, and TP will be ready soon. Where's he gonna go? All the way back.
Two buybacks.
Team.
They can't go into
buyback.
the Roche pit.
Oh boy. Some shades of our earlier games. Oof. I mean, Team Spirit earlier on had a very similar thing, right? With that Roshan fight. They seem very, very intent on spamming buybacks just to secure Roshan. With, no, it's fully understandable. Fully understandable.
They need this. They use the buyback on Medusa and on Witch Doctor. They need to get a kill right now and try to go for a Roche. But
the trouble
FNG, does he know?
Yeah, he wants to give his life away for this, I think. Both teams drew exactly the same lines on the map. Both teams knew where EG were going, and it will be the Shadow Demon that loses his life. Unfortunately, he doesn't have buyback. So this scan from the Dire, catching EG moving into the pit. Team Spirit, do you go and contest?
I think they should go for it. Medusa ulti still on cooldown. Doom ready though.
I mean, they don't have Eclipse, and that's the biggest thing for me, is 50 seconds
They're
until
not gonna
Luna
make
ulti. Roshan looks like it's already dead. Arteezy claims the Aegis of the Immortal. Tusk Shards will not latch onto anyone, so that's that. And Roshan goes to EG, a breath of life maybe for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, they're 2k gold ahead. They have a Medusa, so they're fine with going into the super late game. And Gyrocopter is really farmed. You can see him getting closer to the BKB, which is gonna keep him alive in the team fights. Also, he has the Aegis plus Aghanim Scepter. Luna. I don't like the Manta style on Luna. That's why I mentioned it, but didn't explain why. Against the Gyro's Flak Cannon, against Medusa's ulti and the split shot, it just doesn't feel right.
Those
I mean,
illusions.
you can push out the ways always with the Manta style, which is a great benefit. You can have Shadow Demon using Disruption on the illusions instead of a hero, so you can move, not be in a bad position. You don't waste time with Luna.
Rest in peace, Sumail. Fear, Crit, Misery, and Arteezy here in response will turn back onto Biver and take out the Leshrac. Looks like Phobos and G have made their swift escape. I think the one thing I like about Manta here is against Doom. You know, you pop it to like animation cancel the Doom. But in that case, why not just buy a Lincoln Sphere, right?
Exactly. Oh, we have a pause. We're gonna say it's gonna be a quick pause, but we're gonna lie.
It's not really a lie.
It's always a quick pause.
It's an estimate. It's a guesstimate. A very hopeful one as well, if they're changing their headset. So G moving into Aghanim Scepter, obviously delaying any kind of BKB or Lincoln's timing. I mean, defensive-wise, we don't have that much. Shadow Demon, Tranquil's Drums, there's no Glimmer there. There's a Force Staff, of course, on the Leshrac, and also one on the Slardar, so you've got some maneuverability in team fights. But I feel like if Team Spirit gets jumped on, they have FNG and FNG only to rely on, right? He is their king of he's the savior of everyone. He's the king of kings. His disruption has to be that kind of fight-winning save almost if someone like Illidan or G are caught out too far in the front lines.
They have 2 Force Staff, so that's more than enough to keep them alive. They just need to have Wind Ranger deal the damage. He's going for Aghanim Scepter, which is kind of natural because you have Slardar in your team and you want to deal as much damage as possible. But
Like
she's going to need a defensive item. You mentioned the Fusible Blade against the Medusa. She can just deal damage otherwise,
Yeah.
but he's going to need a Lincoln Sphere, in my opinion, really good against the Snowball, against the Rocket from the Gyro. And Doom, of course.
Radiant's bottom
Top.
tower has fallen.
Arteezy setting up for tier 2. Mid lane Illusions trying to deal with creep waves. EG again just going to go for this 5-man group up and try and death pull their way in towards Team Spirit's base. I think Team Spirit might have
Dyer's top
a
tower
few
is under
thoughts
attack.
about shoving out bottom lane. They're a bit timid and afraid of what's coming around the corner though, sending Illusions in one by one. Actually maneuvering themselves in towards top as Illidan,
Radiant structures
all alone here.
fortified.
Could be in for a nasty surprise if he moves himself too far forward.
Dyer's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
That's the smartest thing I've seen Illidan do all day. He walks back next to his tier 3, nestled up nice and comfy. Samael with the amp damage on him. DK Phobos with Blink on cooldown, forced to staff himself closer to his Leshrac. Infernal Blade not going to land from Samael there. And a DD rune for the Slardar, doomed up in fact, so that's dispelled off immediately. Homing missile donks. I don't know if they've got the damage though to finish him off. He's got a shrine up to the north, and Biver here to slow things down. They've still got this Doom going in on him, and Samael blinks in.
What
I don't
is
know what's
Doom
going on
doing?
here as EG, they're not in position to capitalize on this maneuver. Absolutely
Sumail does
bizarre
not
scenes.
make these kind of mistakes. Like, he sees where his team is. I don't know what this was, but it was not good. I have to tell you that, Gary.
That was a mistake, obviously.
Good chunk of gold for Team Spirit, though. Also, I gotta give a shout out to Biver again. He promised me same like he did in the previous game.
Well,
that
they won
he's
this
gonna win this one as well.
Oh yeah, that's some big talk. Some big talk from the nice lad. I think
bottom tower
again, just kind of trying to think back into the perspective of Samael.
bottom tower.
I wouldn't expect Luna to solo ult me there.
Why not?
Because
a
it's
kill.
Illidan. Illidan always wants to go for the big team fight ulties. If it was anyone else, yes. But I think because it's Illidan, I don't expect him to just ulti a Doom who's already used Doom.
I love Slardar's build. Force Staff, even though Force Staff kind of feels weird right now because Slardar needs mana, can't use it that much, go in with the Force Staff and Slithering Crush, 100 mana on a Force Staff. He's going for Crimson Guard, just to mitigate the damage output from a Gyro and Medusa, which is pretty great. Also went for HP talent, so look at him, 2.5k HP at this point.
Oh wow, it's massive. He's a tanky bastard, he is. G with Aghanim's nearly done, 300 gold off if he doesn't want to save a buyback. And now you're going to start looking at Butterfly Lunar Illusions. MKB a mile away for the Medusa, and it looks like Arteezy wants to go for a Maelstrom. Wait, did he buy the Mithril? He bought the Mithril
Yes.
Hammer, in fact.
It's kind of normal. because you're playing against all these illusions, you just want to clear them up, and you have Aghanim Scepter, so the Maelstrom procs
I was just
from the side gunner.
It makes sense in that kind of direction. I was just, you know, you see the Luna with an Eagle Song. Why? I guess my question is why not MKB? Why?
Because of the recent changes, Maelstrom cannot miss. Before it was Basher who can't miss, now Maelstrom can't miss. So this build was kind of popular when PL was one of the most played heroes against the illusions in general. And Terrorblade, oh, that Shackle would connect.
Well, they still get the Split Earth at least. But Biver and G there, both with the same idea at the same time, unfortunately, are not paying off. And there we go, FNG has the Glimmer Cape, so that's a nice defensive tool.
Meanwhile, on the top lane, Luna just splitting the map.
Illidan has A-moved the enemy base. He's got double catapults here as well, and that tower is pretty rogered. A few more hits. RTZ denies it nicely. Done, question mark pops up. Oh, Crit has found Illidan here. Homing Missile and Snowball. I'm going to drag them in towards this Luna who...
He has Manta style.
Has Manta and Eclipse once the mob ends. And they don't want to chase this, surely not. Are they going in? They're chasing. He's going to Manta dodge. He's going to turn around. He's going to kill RTZ. Oh, he's got BKB. RTZ has BKB, but still you're down to, what, a quarter of your HP. In the meantime, Biver dies in the bottom lane.
Slardar.
And it looks like Sumail.
He can easily reset with Slardar.
Oh dear. Catches Misery. Unfortunately, not RTZ, but look at that damage! Sumail
Shackle
arrive, dooming up. G will take down RTZ. The Glimmer Cape is there, and FNG arrives. Disruption ready. Eclipse forward, and Sumail's gone. No! Snowball buys the time. A little bit of it at the very least. They move forward in towards Illidan. The damage, where is it? The BKB from Sumail. Oh, the blink out as well. They didn't get a click in, and Sumail's juking through the trees. Illidan is going to sprint away. Glimmer buys a bit of space as Fierce Scardy going to work in onto DK Phobos' face, but the shackle shot lands from G. Barely surviving.
Oh my god,
70
FNG!
FNG keeping everyone up and running. Fear will stand his ground, but realizes quickly he is losing more HP than he can survive. In comes DK Phobos, in comes Illidan, in comes FNG, and out goes Fear.
He just solo killed evil geniuses with his plays. First he uses ulti, then disruption, then he keeps Windranger alive because of the Doom with the disruption, then uses a Glimmer Cape twice.
Woo! I felt like I made a big deal about this FNG.
I'm
Shadow
getting
Demon,
chills, man, from these plays. I'm not easily amazed, Gary, but this is something. They're gonna get the Raxes here.
You do not want a Luna to open up your base. And that is exactly what EG have allowed here. Team Spirit, first Rax of the game, 33 minutes in. And Evil Genius is closer and closer to being dismissed from the ESL One Birmingham Major. And G, BKB's on the cards now.
We can also go back to a mistake where EG tries to go on a Luna who has Mask of Madness and a Manta style. So that rocket is not gonna hit, and she's so speedy that she's gonna run away from the snowball, which means the stun is not gonna connect. Also, he used the scan for himself on the side. While he was pushing tier 2 tower, he used the scan here, so they can't wrap around him, which is pretty smart.
Watching for those Shrine TPs. Very clever play. Illidan, incredibly skilled. You know, there's a reason that he's been top 10 Europe for quite some time, even hitting that top spot in MMR anyway.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not doing the classic Illidan things. He's playing extremely well. If you look at the game with Slark, he died 0 times. This game, he was forced to have a really bad lane, and he recovered. Look at him. I don't think he died after that 3rd death. Yeah, he's sitting on 3 deaths.
FNG has got a pretty tight leash on him, I think. He's got that domineering control. Illidan may be scared of FNG.
Could be.
Being whipped into shape. On DK Phobos, another invis here for the Slardar as he's positioning himself for some kind of engagement. I think EG have given away the jig here as they do get scouted by some creeps. Holding the high ground for now as Team Spirit moving into position. Invis Windranger, of course, with that 20 talent. DK Phobos, shackle shot in. Down goes the Tusk. That is 1. Misery might be the 2nd if they follow through. Team Spirit go for the easy 1 instead of the risky 2.
Roche just spawned, so they're gonna go for that. EG has a vision on the Roche with the Sigil.
4 bounty runes as well.
Every coin helps.
This is not looking good for EG.
I mean, if you're an EG fan right now, you must be sick to your stomach. This really is a difficult game. They've got opportunities, though, with this Medusa, with this Gyro. A team fight on their ramp, a team fight coming to their base, where they have the defensive advantage with buybacks.
They might need to risk this. Gyro will probably need to go for a Divine Rapier at one point. Like right now. He has 2k gold, so he should start saving for a Divine Rapier. I don't think Mjolnir will do any difference. They need to go all in. Luna and the Illusions are going to start knocking on your door right now.
Well, they sure are. I mean, double catapults are coming again. Illidan, Manta style. They've got FNG nearby for those extra illusions. And they're going to swing in towards top, it looks like. They've drawn an interesting line there. I don't believe they have any smokes on them.
Do they want to go for that play?
I don't think...
There's no sentry on the top?
It's super weird. I guess maybe they were talking about one hero pushes top and the rest of them shove mid. But for now, they have kept bottom lane in. Shackle shot, catching Fear. Now they have a smoke. Now they have a way to maneuver themselves around the front of this Evil Genius's base, and they jump in. DK Phobos, good initiation with the Lucent Beam to follow the Shackle shot. Onto Fear again. He's dropping lower and lower, but they don't want to commit too hard. They want to secure the tier 3 systematic.
What a play.
Incremental building damage from the Luna, and Team Spirit really are playing a crisp game of Dota 2. RTZ BKBs, but look at him bloody go. Glaives are clearing him up. Gyro cannot stand his ground, and he cannot defend his base.
They just wanted to kill the tier 3 tower. Once the tower falls, it's pretty impossible to fight into Luna.
And Fear, Corrosive Haze is there. The Blink Sumail is dropping low. The BKB will try and put on a show, but Stonegaze does nothing. Illidan just backs up the Shackle shot, not latching. And G...
Bottom lane.
Reinitiating BKBs himself with that focus fire. Fear is in trouble, but he's backed himself up to the tier 4s, becoming one himself. Stand your ground, Fear. Become a tower. Do not move. Defend your base. Defend your throne. As RTZ's trying to do the same thing bottom lane. But Team Spirit, they are absolutely rampant in this game.
They still have Cheese and Aegis. They don't have the BKBs, nor Medusa ulti, nor the Doom. This game looks pretty over, Gary.
Is there anything that EG does have? They've got nothing. They've got nothing. In come the illusion. Okay, they've got Cask. Misery holds the Luna illusions back, at least for a second. But DK Phobos, immediate initiation. Blink forward there. Luna has been caught, but the Glimmer again. The dust will follow. FNG has disruption if required, and Illidan probably needs it now. Pop it out and keep him alive. Age is still there, of course. And Illidan with a satanic, give me your life back. Suck it all up, and Luna back to fall down to 0 again, and the cycle continues. This time, EG in a position to fight. The Team Spirit guys are out of mana, they're out of initiation, but Luna's not out of HP and she's not out of fight just yet. Has the butterfly and Satanic in 10 seconds. EG are scared for their lives and they don't continue the fight.
Oof.
Team Spirit are out of there.
That's a buyback from a Gyro. Medusa, oh, they
that
need
like
a Rapier.
Chance.
Yes, they have one more chance. Once the FNG dies, the whole Team Spirit goes back. Like, he's the backbone of this household. He does the dishes. He goes to the grocery shop. I don't know.
He packs your lunch.
Yes, exactly. That's what he does. He drives
a
you to your
smiley
school.
face on your report card. Does everything. Whew, Team Spirit. 1-0 up in a best of 3, and it looks like they're on their way to cracking EG. Taking this 2-0. 20-31, an 18,000 net worth lead, plateauing out at around 20k or so as things dip back a little bit towards EG, experience and gold-wise, but it's a difficult prospect to come back into this. Does Team Spirit still have the cheese? They must have used it already, right?
Yeah, I think Wind Ranger popped it because she was doomed.
Well, there's Aegis and Cheese gone. MKB being bought up by RTZ.
Fear finished his MKB, which is gonna give them True Strike, not the true strike, but a True Strike, Gary, against the Butterfly and Wind Ranger Wind Run.
True Strike?
Yeah, it's a 75%
True Strike.
True Strike, yes.
I miss old True Strike. I guess Ember has
Accuracy. That's
accuracy, yeah.
that's the accurate word.
Yes. Because True Strike is 100% accuracy.
Yes.
Hello. Oh.
Just a casual two-man
that's-
shackle.
That's one of those things. It's like, you know, you punch your brother on the arm. It's like, if I can do this, just imagine what I can do to you. You know. Blink Crush starts things off. FNG, bit far forward there, buddy. Team Spirit follow the plan, run away. FNG buys back and starts running down towards bottom lane. As the snowball animation a little bit glitched out there. Oh, G not going to land that shackle shot in particular. But EG back to their high ground, hold the line, and do not go down this ramp again.
FNG bought back. With the Tranquil Boots and the move speed talent, he's going to be there pretty quickly. And especially with the haste. Hey, buddy, there's a haste.
Oh, there we go. He was busy alt-tab changing his K-pop song. Got to get into the mood, you know. He grabs it up and he'll sprint down towards bottom. Ether Lens Glimmer. And a couple of sentries over on FNG. But you can feel this now. Top lane shoving, double catapults, mid lane shoving in to this EG base. They have 3 areas of attack that Team Spirit can potentially exploit. And Evil Genius is a difficult game on the cards for them.
Medusa has Divine Rapier queued up, and she's getting close to level 25.
Well, they jump FNG again. Lincoln's up on him and the Glimmer Cape there. Double force staff, but FNG's dead for a second time in a row, but has he baited them in? That's the big question. With the Eclipse forward, the Doom onto Luna, this could be pretty big. Sumail will fall, but Artesian Fear will drop. Illidan's Luna. Just like that, and Biver with Phobos.
Where's the shackle?
Around and they're looking for a
There
play.
it is!
There it is! That's the one we wanted. Doom buys back, but Fear is already screwed. And with Biver and DK Phobos ready to go into the third target here, Misery is dead to rights. The gem is dropped, and only 2 heroes remain for EG.
No buyback on Medusa. She does not have gold. Oh, he bought Relic.
She bought Relic. Oh, dearie me. Arteezy's dead. No buyback for 3.5 minutes. Doom and Witch Doctor, the 2 bodyguards, the 2 bouncers. But I don't think they can bounce a bloody butterfly out of this base. They've got nothing left to give. Lashrak, Wind Ranger, and Slardar say goodbye to the final lane of Rax. And now they can go AFK.
The Roche is gonna spawn, may respawn in 20 seconds, and there's a double damage for another minute.
We've
I mean,
seen EG come back.
Yes, this is not over. Medusa needs 1.2k for a rapier, so that's a game changer.
It sure is. Oh, this game. Right, give me the Roshan timer, buddy. 2 minutes 55. That's a long old spawn. I mean, I guess any kind of spawn time favors Team Spirit.
Yes.
I guess one this long are potentially decent for Evil Geniuses, as they do have time to build into that rapier, to push out their waves.
No buyback on a Wind Ranger. 30% cooldown reduction. Wind Run, 7 seconds duration. That's 2.4 seconds downtime. And you have a BKB with 50 seconds cooldown. Ulti 10 seconds. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
And Bloodthorn, what's it called? 12 seconds.
It's pretty huge.
They don't want to give Medusa this rapier, but where's the chicken?
The Radiant Chicken is over here. I found it. I've got it. I don't care about mid lane. I'll go there if there's a fight. I'm watching Chicken. Zebra. I'm watching Zebby the Zebra. Oh, well, we're going to have to watch mid lane. There is a fight. Dear Lord, where does Sumail's HP go? It's the DD Luna coming in with a freaking Illidan show. Now G running forward, running back. He doesn't where he's meant to go. The Doom is there.
God.
2 will fall. Team Spirit a little bit over eager.
FNG's positioning in the past 5 minutes was not that great. He is the kind of frontliner. His positioning until that point was beyond godlike.
Lacursed. Not Lacoste, Lacursed.
Yeah, also Wind Ranger does not have a buyback. She committed 75 seconds. Roche respawn at the exact same time.
That's not too bad then.
This is good for Team Spirit. Medusa, level 25. Split Shot uses modifiers plus a rapier, and you have a Scotty.
Okay, Fear. Show us what you're made of. This is the EG special. Mega creeps up against you. You have a Medusa and a Gyro. There are ways to deal with these big old mega creeps coming in. You've got ways to push out the waves. And you've also got ways to kill off a Leshrac who has made his way into your base. Sumail with a BKB Blade Mail is going to rip apart Bivra here, it looks like. Yep, Yule's up by some time. Forstaff will shove him a little bit further away. But I think all things considered, Fear is shredding DK Phobos over on the other side. Bivra will be the second to fall, in fact.
I gotta say, I have no clue what the Team Spirit is doing right now. They're trying to make a move inside the enemy base with 2 supports, pretty much.
Yeah.
Slardar does not feel like a core at this point. He has pretty much all the defensive items. They don't deal the damage.
Now they're dead while Roshan's alive as well.
And there's a double damage just spawned.
Evil geniuses.
750 damage on Medusa.
Roshan's alive in 2 seconds from now. Big man's popping up. Big man's popping off. Fear. They've got to know. They've got to move in.
They need to buy back.
There's the Dusa. Buyback double. Fear has forced it. Bottom lane is all the way inside this Radiant EG base, though.
Where's that gem? They're gonna devour this. Oh, wait.
Oh, 2-man shackles, just gorgeous from G. Reclaim the gem. Take their lives with it. And now Roshan goes to Team Spirit, and this should be the end of the game. They've given EG too many chances. They've given them nice little windows and avenues to come back into this. But honestly, with this third Roshan, Aegis, Cheese, and the Refresher Shard should be the final nail in the coffin.
Refresher Shard on Luna, Cheese on Slardar, and Aegis on Windranger. Do they have a buy? No one has a buyback, so they're playing 3 versus 5 at this point.
Gyro is the only hero in the game who has buyback right now. They jump in with a Doom. The Crush will turn it back around, but FNG forced to disrupt himself. G loses the Aegis immediately, and Fear clears up FNG, so the gem's reclaimed, and Illiton with G here looking to turn back onto the Medusa. The damage shredded. EG, oh, this is it. They're done and dusted. They've got nothing left to give. 5 dead with 1 buyback remaining, but Fear calls it. They're out. Team Spirit, whack-a-mole.
EG's out, Gary.
EG are done.
They're out of this major.
Elimination match. They've lost the best of 1, they've lost the best of 3, and they are out of here. Back home to the USA.
Woo, man.
Team Spirit, though. Bloody hellfire. These guys.
Biber kept his promise. I'm gonna message him right after the game. And the game is done, but after our segment, we're gonna call it.
Our segment, we'll wrap this one.
I gotta give credit to FNG, man. His play first 35 minutes was just way too good. His positioning, that one fight where he saved pretty much everyone. It's just insane.
They need another, like, column here that's just like fucking God. And he's got a big check right there for FNG.
And also, I gotta give credit to G, man. Those 2-man shackles with the Blink Dagger. He was just being so patient in the fog, always waiting. Slaughter goes in, makes a lot of mess. Then he goes in. Shackles 2 people, they just disappear.
Damn. I mean, I'm literally on my feet. I'm literally standing up like that. That was intense stuff. Team Spirit, so they progress on. EG, they're done and dusted. They're out of here. They're gone. Coming up next, believe it or not, Vici Gaming against Liquid in an elimination match, best of 3. Oh, this is
gonna be good.
If this series was good, this one's gonna be even better. We'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. He's gonna message Biver, whatever you pronounce his name as. Congratulate him because Team Spirit looking awfully hot as we progress in this ESL One Major.